Bhandanu Bharadinadanu Vikshayuyadanu Asogi Chandana Chachita Pasmodvachita.
In northern part of India, presently in the region of Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, there was a yogi. He was committed to one aspect of Shiva, which was called Alak Niranjan. Alak means that which is not perceivable, that we cannot see, hear, smell, taste. Niranjan means that which is colorless. That which is colorless, you can anyway not see, hear, smell, taste. The same thing, but Alak Niranjan, Shiva Shambhu, same thing. He went from home to home because this was the nature of spiritual people. And the culture and the civilization was so friendly to spiritual seekers. When they see a sannyasi or a mendicant who has dedicated his life to his spiritual process, others who have their own money, who have their own homes, always made sure that they ate, because they are not earning their own living, they don't have a home of their own, they've made the world their home. So when a sannyasi or a mendicant came in front of the house, nobody said no. Whatever they could give, always it was given. And they were never asked for anything more than what they need for that day's nourishment. They didn't take money, they took only food. So he was going from home to home, Alak Niranjan, Alak Niranjan. One day, he came and stood in front of a wealthy home and said, Alak Niranjan. The lady of the house doesn't want to come out by herself. She sent the maid in the house to give him some grain so that he can eat. But she stood behind the door and looked at him. He was a young sadhu with big bright eyes, and she was drawn to him. Next day when he came and said Alak Niranjan, she herself came to give the alms. And she looked at his eyes and she fell into them. Then she went inside the house and felt ashamed. She's a married woman and what am I doing? But his eyes occupied her completely. Next day when he came with the alms, she ran to the door. She looked at his eyes, she gave him the alms and said, I am completely taken by your eyes. I can fall into them and disappear. Actually, I have already. He said, Alak Niranjan, and left. Next day he came again. He said, Alak Niranjan. She came to the door. So he had a plate and he said, yesterday you said, you love my eyes. Here I have brought them. He had plucked his eyeballs out. And placed it in her hands and said, Alak Niranjan, and walked away. He is willing to become blind so that her inner eyes open up. These are the yogis. And mystics in the world. Ram, Alak Niranjan.
अलख निराजन खिल खिल गुंजन हवा पाया बाजन बैरागी धड़ धड़ भादनु द्वार दिन धनु दीक्षायु धनु असोगी चांदन चर्चित भस्मोद्वर्चित मधुर